Ladies and gentlemen, Greg M here with your sports report track and field, right? And I'm only going to be talking right now about the women's 400 meters finals. You see the time there. Sydney McLaughlin, 47.78. To me, that's like the real world record. It's 40 years since any woman dipped under 48 seconds flat. And not just a 47.9. I was predicting 47.9. I've done previous videos from a year or two ago with my dream 400 meter lineup. It was Paulina was definitely in there. Nasir, Fenke Ball, and other couple people. But I've always said if there was a couple of women in the low 48s to mid 48s, 49 lows, and they all run their personal best in the finals, especially with 2 or 3 or 4 in the 48 range, it would take a 47.7 or 47.8, and possibly breaking the world record if they run the right splits. You know what I'm saying? To run at least either equal to 47.6 of Marita Coke, or break it and run 47.59 or something like that, which is now looking very doable. This was done in rainy conditions. And my dream race come true because, Nasir came back, Paulino pushed, and Paulino, if it wasn't for Sydney McLaughlin, Paulino probably wouldn't make it on the 48 flat. Because Paulino seemed to, if no one pushes her, she doesn't run any faster than she has to run. She will still run 48s for the championship to make sure she wins. But she's lately been running from behind and trying to make a late rush. And now she knows with a Nasir and now a Sydney McLaughlin Levrone, you can't be doing no late rush. You better learn to get out there. Because it ain't no joke. And now the other women, now you got to step up your game if you ever go have a chance to beat these 3 women, especially now Sydney McLaughlin, who's the star of the 400 meter now. Right? Real world record. Marita Court record always been questionable. East Germany back in the day, which was, suspected allegedly at a performance enhancing program, back in the day. She's never tested positive, but then testing was different. See, so just like Elaine Thompson Hero, 100 meter record, I consider pretty much the real world record, because Flojo 100 meters was kind of like questionable also with all the stuff that was happening at that event. But anyway, back to the 400. Either way, fastest time for decades to have been dropped in Japan in rainy condition. And congratulations to Sydney McLaughlin Levrone. Paulino, I think, still have a chance now. Still have a chance to go for the world record. No. Nasir also run a season best. She still can get down to 47. She may have to work on a little bit of strength on her finish. You know what I'm saying? But Paulino could have won that. To be honest with you, she walked down Sydney McLaughlin, but she started to make her move too late and rely too much on that late drive, and she underestimated McLaughlin. I think she thought she could have reeled her in. So it's going to be a battle between these two. Paulina's going to come back. And that's the reason why I think the world record is going to be gone. These women may get down to a 47.6, 47.5, maybe even 47.49. It's just who want it badly, The other women going to have to step it up. Look at these times. McLaughlin, Paulino, 47.98. Nasir, 48.19. Natalia from Poland, 49.2. Amber Annin, Great Britain, 49.36. Gomez from Cuba, 49.48. Everybody was under sub 50 from there on, with the top 3 on the sub 49, sub 48. Now Keisha Price, my homegirl, couldn't hang, man.